Law 42. Strike the shepherd and the sheep will scatter. When trouble arises, it is often rooted in a single person whose influence spreads like poison. Allowing them to remain only strengthens their hold over others. Negotiation is futile. Such people cannot be redeemed. Instead, neutralize their impact by isolating or removing them. Without their presence, the chaos they create will collapse, and those who followed them will disperse. Transgression of the law. Atahualpa, the Incan emperor, was not just a ruler, but the sacred centerpiece of his people's entire structure of power and belief. When the Spanish, led by Pizarro, captured him, the Incan military and society crumbled. Without their leader, the once unified empire disintegrated into chaos, with people fleeing in every direction, leaving Pizarro to easily take control. This example illustrates how an entire system can be dismantled by removing its central figure. Fear and confusion replace order when the figure of authority disappears, leaving followers directionless and vulnerable. A leader's presence is often the glue that holds a group together. Take them out, and the rest will scatter or submit. Observance of the law. Athens, known for its democracy, faced threats from individuals who sought personal power over the city's cohesion. To maintain unity, the Athenians introduced ostracism, a process where citizens could exile someone for 10 years if their name appeared on enough ballots. Even figures like Aristides and Themistocles were banished to prevent them from stirring division. This example illustrates how eliminating a single disruptive figure can stabilize a group or society. The Athenians understood that unchecked ambition and arrogance could create factions and unrest. Rather than allowing such figures to manipulate others or divide the city, they removed them before their influence could take root and spread discord. Keys to power. Power is rarely diffused. It concentrates around a few individuals, no matter how democratic a system appears. Those who control the group dynamic are the ones who must be watched, as their influence can direct the actions of many. Identifying the central figure rather than attacking the entire group prevents wasted effort and confusion. When chaos arises, the source is often a single person stirring dissent. Leaders who wish to maintain control must isolate this figure rather than engage in a battle against the entire group. Like removing a single diseased cell before it spreads, neutralizing the instigator preserves stability without unnecessary destruction. Isolation is a more effective tactic than outright destruction. By cutting an enemy off from their support base, their influence diminishes naturally. Figures like Mao Zedong used this method, systematically removing support from his rivals until they were powerless, making their fall inevitable. Presence matters in power struggles. Just as it is dangerous for a leader to be absent during turmoil, it is a strategic advantage to lure an opponent away from their base of power. Those who leave their stronghold become vulnerable, allowing rivals to step in and weaken their influence. Isolation can be used in seduction and deception. By removing someone from their familiar surroundings, their defenses weaken, and they become more susceptible to influence. Con artists and manipulators exploit this principle, ensuring their targets are cut off from familiar advisors or trusted environments. Striking at a leader is the fastest way to dismantle an entire structure. Conquerors like Cortés and Pizarro didn't fight every soldier, they seized the kings. Without a leader, followers lose confidence, the chain of command collapses, and confusion creates openings for domination. Reversal of the law. Isolating an enemy can backfire if they have the means to retaliate. Andrew Johnson attempted to sideline Ulysses S. Grant, only to push him into a position where he built a strong power base and later became president. Instead of creating a resentful and dangerous adversary, sometimes it is better to keep troublesome figures close, monitoring and weakening them gradually.